Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one I'm talking about the NFL for Thanksgiving. We got 4 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4 of them. If you guys want more picks in the NFL and all sports, we have 5+ cappers in the Dynamo private Discord giving out their top picks every single day. Had a good one in the NFL last Sunday. 3 of the early picks I gave out here all hit. As you can see, went big on these, won 150, and we cashed out a bunch of people in the private Discord. You can see a 6-pick slip here hit $25 to win $625 using some of our picks. Some other cappers having some huge days. Here's some NBA picks being hit, college football, more NFL and NBA. All private Discord members here being cashed out with our picks. So definitely check it out with the link down below. You could join up, and if you do the monthly plan, it's less than winning just a $5 3-pick slip. So if we can help you do that, it's going to be worth getting in here. And if you're only playing on Prizepicks and Underdog, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. You should also be playing on Parlay Play. They have a slash line here, Jahmyr Gibbs, and they have a ton of Thanksgiving promos. So 3 more slash lines on Thursday, plus a $500 free to play contest. Friday they have a touchdown boost special, and Saturday it plays $50 to win $10 in entry fees. And on Parlay Play, sign up, don't even have to deposit. They give you $5, and they have constant promos. You can see right now they have a bunch of promos for Wednesday going on, and they got this Thanksgiving $500 free contest. You just got to come in the top 50 here to win some cash. So check out the Dynamo private Discord. You guys saw some of the big hits we've had in the NFL this past weekend, and all sports, NBA, NHL, cashing people out. You'll get more of my favorite picks in there, plus a bunch of other cappers and their picks as well. So let's get in this one. Obviously, you got to take Tyreek Hill here on the free square. And sticking with this game, one I'm going to go to is going to be Achane. For Achane, I think Miami's going to struggle in this. They are underdogs to Green Bay, playing in the cold weather. So Tua has really struggled in the cold weather. So have the Miami Dolphins. Tua has, I saw he was 0-7 or 0-8 in games below 36 degrees or below 40 degrees or something like that. Just does not play well in the cold here. I think he's going to be hitting some checkdowns. They're not going to be running the ball that much against Green Bay, who did really well against Christian McCaffrey last weekend. They have a good run defense as well. So for Achane, taking the under on his rushing attempts here at 13. It's not a line that he's been hitting as of late, and now coming into this matchup when there should be down in this game and having to come back in the pass in cold, not liking him to run the ball a ton. So going to be taking Achane on the under of the rush attempts. If we look at Achane, you could see so far on the season, he's only had 13 carries 3 times, and that was in a game where they were trying to run the clock against Vegas. He had 17. A game where they lost by 21 to Buffalo, and then another game here against Indiana where he got 15 carries. Every other game besides that, 12 or under. So Achane, not a huge carry guy, especially in this one when they're probably going to be playing from behind. I like taking the under on it. And looking at last season, basically the same, 3 of 12 games he went over this. So a very low hit rate for him, and I think just a tough matchup and not a good spot for him to get a bunch of carries. So I like taking the under on Achane. All right, next we're going to go to Jonnu Smith. And for Smith, this line has been bouncing all over the place. I was on it when it was at 45.5 and posted that in the private Discord for the members in there to jump on early on Wednesday. So by the time you're watching this line probably has changed a lot. Probably some of these others have changed too, so just know that the early lines are posted in Discord. For Smith, still kind of like this one at 40.5. Definitely like it better at 45.5. I do think this one will drop back down, so you could wait on this if you're seeing it at 49.5. I think it could go down. Smith has been heavily targeted by Tua, and he's been great with him, so I like going to Jonnu Smith. I think he could have a nice one. He kind of catches those intermediate balls, and he's actually kind of a really good player at run after the catch as well, which could benefit them in this game. He's a big body. He's been having a great season, his best season by far in the NFL. Last season was a breakout for him. This year, he's been unlocked by Tua, and he's been really good with him. So I like going to Jonnu Smith on the over. I just think that Green Bay and most teams haven't taken away the deep ball, like Waddle and Hill haven't had those huge deep catches like we've been used to in Miami, and it's been a lot of Jonnu Smith, so I think that's going to continue in this one, and he should be in a good spot to hit this. So for Jonnu on the season, we can look at him. He's hit this in 5 of 11 games, but if you're getting it at that lower line, he's had a game with 46 and 45, so for the private Discord members that have jumped in on this. I know a lot of you guys watch videos are in there and jumped on some of these early lines that we posted. The hit rate's going to look a lot better. It's either going to be 6 of 11 or 7 of 11. Some people got it at 44.5 as well before this one's been bumping up, but the last two, 87 and 101. He's just had some massive games, and then you could see the targets in the last two, 8 and 11 as well. He's had 7 games with 6 or more targets, and he's a big play threat. Green Bay has a good receiving defense, top 10 here. 10th in the NFL, allowing only 223 passing yards, but against tight ends, they ranked 21st, giving up almost 60 receiving yards to tight ends this season. So I do like targeting Green Bay with the tight end, and especially one as hot as Jonnu Smith, who's been really good with Tua. All right, next, we're sticking with this game. I know there's other games, but some of my favorite early picks are going to be from this game. I like Jordan Love over on his passing touchdowns. I do think Miami can provide some type of offense in this through the air, even though they have struggled in cold games. But I think Jordan Love's going to be passing all over the place on Miami. They could struggle to run a little bit more than they did last week against San Francisco when Jacobs went absolutely crazy, over 100 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. I think this is going to be a bigger Jordan Love game here, and Miami's not going to be able to keep up with some of these speedy pass catchers that they have, and Jordan Love's going to be hitting them for multiple touchdowns. So I like Jordan Love here over on the 1.5 pass TDs. Looking at Love on this one, we could see 6 of 9 games this year he's gone over this, and had 2 in the last game. Got back to it after hitting the first 5 and then missing 3 in a row here. Now we got him back over 1.5, so I think Jordan Love, with most of his guys playing, hopefully Romeo Doubs plays in this, but you still got Wicks, Watson, and Reed, who are supposed to be playing, and Tucker Kraft, who's been pretty good this year. So I think a good bounce back spot again for Love. And looking at last season, you could see for Jordan Love, 13 of 19 games he had over 2 or more passing touchdowns. So Miami has been a pretty good defense this year, but I do think that they are going to allow some passing touchdowns, and a big one to Jordan Love, who is like 4-point favorites in this game, has a fairly good sized total. So I do think Green Bay is going to have a good one as well. Then moving on to another game, we got CeeDee Lamb, who I'm going to over on his receptions at 6.5 here against the New York Giants. Lamb has just been targeted heavily by Cooper Rush, and the Giants shouldn't be able to put up any kind of defensive battle in this. Dallas has been really bad, and they were favored in this game. I do think they did win the last game barely and somehow, but in this one, they're favorites. Nothing's really been working on offense for them, even though they did win that last game. It's been quick throws to receivers, which definitely has benefited guys like CeeDee Lamb. So I like going back to him. And it's no secret they want to throw CeeDee Lamb the ball a ton. You can see besides his first 3 games, he's hit this in 6 of 8, 6 of 11 on the season so far, 8 and 10 in his last 2, and he's had 12 targets in each of the last 2 games, which is the 3rd most he's seen this season with 12 targets. But he's had 12 or more in 5 games, so the targets have been there, catches have been there, and I think the matchups there as well. You can look at last season, more of the same, 10 of 18 games. He hit this, and especially after week 5 here, he absolutely was smashing it. So same as last year, later in the season, they just have to be going to CeeDee Lamb a lot, and I think that's not going to be different in this game. So here you can see in my private channel, posted these early on Wednesday. Got the Jonnu Smith line in there. That's also where I posted last Sunday my 3 early NFL looks here that all hit for a big 150 in the Discord. Absolutely cashed a bunch of people out with that, and you can see before that I hit back-to-back NBA slips as well. So get in here, just our top picks. We've been cashing people out in the NFL. This 6-pick slip here from a private Discord member, 25 to win 625. More big slips hits in the NBA. We post in all sports, NFL, NBA. There's some college football hits as well. More NBA. So get over here and lock in for the NFL NBA season. We have 5+ cappers just posting their top picks every day in here, and it's less than winning a $5 3-pick slip on Prizepicks. So if we can help you do that, definitely going to be worth getting in there. We'll see you over there. It's also the best time to get on Parlay Play. If you're on Prizepicks Underdog, you got to be on Parlay Play. 3 slash lines on Thursday, plus the $500 free-to-play contest. Friday, they have touchdown boost specials, and Saturday, place $50. You're going to get another $10 free And when you sign up, you don't even have to deposit. You're going to get $5 for free to play with over there on Parlay Play. So check them out. They have a ton of slash lines and promos going all the time. Highly recommend getting on Parlay Play and getting the Dynamo private Discord for more picks in all sports. And we'll see you guys in another one.